and all those casters don't work anymore. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Like, there's no union for a gig like this. It's just, you know, we can all wish, we can all hope, we can all pray. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But as we get into loser semis here, oh, we're going right into this. Okay, well, Yeast gonna be taking on Deltaforce here. Gonna be starting off on PS2.
Yeah, and you could see Yeast already having that side B and finally able to mash out of that successfully for Deltaforce. He wants to be on the ground as much as possible for this matchup. Definitely don't. What a great use of the bomb in order to interrupt some of Yeast's momentum. Having this center of the stage once again, Deltaforce definitely does not want to be anywhere in the sky, which is where Yeast wants to send him.
I mean, he's definitely got the damage lead at the moment here, but it is going to be interesting because, like, Brawler does have such really fluid movement. You know, he's a pretty quick character. He's not a floaty at all. So, like, him being able to kind of, like, weave his way around these projectiles, it's not a question of if. It's going to happen, right? He's got the mobility, like I've mentioned. The problem is, when does Deltaforce throw out these hitboxes when he gets in close? Because if you're too late, Brawler's gonna beat you. If you're too early, Brawler's gonna beat you. You gotta make sure you're just on time, and also you gotta make sure that Yeast isn't gonna bait out a move so he can punish. But we do get the first stock here. That turnaround up tilt gonna clean that up. Very well done.
Yeah, great up tilt going to be leading the charge for Deltaforce, as Yeast has the bomb in hand but doesn't seem very eager to use it just yet. Going to be dropping it straight away, and there it is, that next stock going to be going to Yeast rather. Coming back out pretty strong, and not a whole lot of extra credit to go for, and especially as Brawler, you want to have someone like Link at a lower percentage before you start any of your Thrupper combos.
Right now, about 99%. These bombs are putting in the work. There we go. That Nair is going to be a huge factor as well. Probably going to be, I mean, it's always his number one option, like when it comes to, you know, trying to do a bit of a get off me, or it's just, again, it's just a really good move. It's going to be very important in this matchup in general. We've already seen it a few times of just kind of like keeping Yeast out, utilizing that Nair. So, I mean, he's got to, you know, find a way to keep that going. I do feel like if Yeast has the bomb in hand, I feel like there should be potential for an infinite. I just don't know if that's definitely a thing, but I feel like you could Z-drop, like, landing Nair repeatedly, but don't quote me on that.
That's a very good observation. I've just been really caught up in Deltaforce's spacing, because that past stock, oh my goodness, the way that he was just able to be one step ahead of Yeast every single time, and finally going to be looking for the side of the stage. That up smash going to be taking that stock for Yeast. Only 64% of extra credit. I'm saying only. And it does look as though Deltaforce is going to try to carry on with that as much as possible. Yeast, however, doesn't want to get off of him, knows that this is the final stock, and is not eager to let this go.
Yeah, I mean, we are playing a lot of, like, bomb tag at the moment here. We are tossing that bomb back and forth, we're picking it up, throwing it at each other, just trying to find some sort of opening here. But as we can see, did get those up airs started, just was not able to actually confirm into anything, which is unfortunate for him. However, you got to be very careful. 115, I've mentioned earlier before that Link has crazy strong moves, that forward tilt in particular. It's like about a medium speed move. It feels like it's really fast, but it's actually like kind of really slow. But it hurts. It will send you straight to the blast zone on the side. You got to be very careful here. The up throw, that just kills straight up at 149. Okay.
All right, up throw, a little bit of an unconventional kill option there from Deltaforce. But let's look back at this set, because oh my goodness, a lot of the spacing that we saw from Deltaforce was just so on point. And the way that he was able to kill using things like his up tilt, having a lot of, like a move like up tilt, it comes all the way from around because it's a giant sword, if you think about it that way. Already having so many of those moves on lock, you know, the frame data knowledge to be able to know exactly what is going to catch and where has been such a big factor in this, that I wonder how Yeast is going to adapt to Deltaforce's first performance.
I mean, we'll definitely see how things shape up as the set progresses here. As you can see right now, we're going to be going right back into PS2. We got some early damage from Deltaforce. Pretty much, you know, second verse, same as the first. Game 2 looking a lot like Game 1 to get started here.
Yeah, not a whole lot of percentage just yet, but actually going to be interrupted by the boomerang. What a great move from Deltaforce to have it as a bit of foresight, throwing out the boomerang, saying, "Hey, if I get caught in one of those up tilt starters, I definitely don't want to be there." So having the foresight to be able to get the boomerang, great stuff, and not going to be following up that stock with a bomb, but still going to be looking for it where he can, just, you know, putting out a lot of these big hitboxes, just like, do not approach me, man.
Oh, okay, a little bit of a trade right there. Again, that's something you're going to have to be aware of, especially these turnaround up tilts. We've already seen that take a couple stocks. That's something that Yeast is going to have to keep in mind as we continue this set. Not just this game, but the next game after this as well. And there we go, gets the up tilt. The up air, but just was not in the right position. Honestly, great DI from Deltaforce to be able to get out of dodge there. Not going to get caught up by that Thrupper. However, we're back on the platform. Is he going to be able to get it? I like that. You know, we expected the Thrupper to come out. Deltaforce 100% did. And he air dodged immediately. Yeast was ready for that, reacted appropriately, got the stock off the side platform anyway. Beautifully done.
Great stock from Yeast, and just really good adaptation to say, you know what, man, I don't even need the Thrupper right now. You got it. And Yeast, though, still looks like he's going to try to continue some of that. We did see the boomerang come out from Deltaforce once again. It wasn't enough to interrupt him because it just sailed straight over his head. It wasn't sent at the right place. So Yeast going to be taking yet another stock, and now Deltaforce at an entire stock deficit, and the air dodge away from the up air as well. Yeast trying to do it again.
Yeah, I mean,
Man.
No. Look, Yeast even laughing about it. His eyes got so wide. He just basically fell off the stage. Got trapped under PS2. He wasn't expecting it. We weren't expecting it. Some silly camera shenanigans for sure. That was just such a silly scenario. But kind of going back to what we just saw, air dodging through the up air is crazy. That's like such great timing. And then to be able to find an opening from that was pretty good from Yeast. However, this might be the game, and it's looking like it's going to be. We see the screen splat. That's going to be the final stock there for Game 2. It's going to be one apiece, Deltaforce and Yeast.
Yeah, and what a game it was. Deltaforce still showing a lot of his prowess with the use of the up tilt that we saw and being able to have some of those big aerials. I think one of the things that changed the course of the game was that, as you said earlier, timing is so important. And a character like me, Brawler, has much faster options on average than someone like Link. So being able to wait for Deltaforce to try to use, for instance, like his bear or fair in order to try to outspace Yeast seemed to be something that he was just waiting for the right moment to grab him out of that, or to find a stock. And what did we say again about taking a me Brawler to battlefields?
Hey, at this point, people aren't learning their lesson. I don't feel bad for them anymore. They're doing this to themselves. Like, I honestly don't like, with Bowser, I get it, right? Because there's that chance that you can, you know, get that side B onto the top platform. I mean, I guess here, you kind of sit underneath the platform, you throw out projectiles, you kind of create a little home for yourself, and it kind of becomes difficult for Yeast to engage. But if he gets that opening, you basically just kicks that stock goodbye. What? He fell right out of that.
And it was actually like the downward angle that got him straight out of it. And now, oh man, okay, down throw, not going to be just enough either, but hero spin going to be sending us right back to the ledge. And as you said before, that F tilt still going to be looking to make an appearance, but Yeast just trying to fend himself off as much as possible. Deltaforce going to be staying on this side, just trying to get what he can, but that up smash leading in a pretty strong 2-stock right now for Yeast.
You know, I think that me Brawlers have bribed other players to allow Battlefield to be open. That's the only logical explanation I have, is that they are giving money to their opponents to rig the bracket. For legal disclaimers, that's not actually happening. I'm just making things up. because I just don't understand why we were leaving Battlefield open here. It's just, it does not make sense to me.
I don't know why this wouldn't... Why would... Deltaforce just lost. Why would he pick this stage? I don't get it.
I don't know. There's things that aren't making sense. You know, there's definitely something in the water in New Jersey. It might be New York sewage. I'm not entirely sure. But it is definitely showing itself right now. The ugly beast that is sewage water. But okay, Deltaforce starting to make a little bit of a play here. Okay, we're getting some decent damage. Nothing super crazy though. That's going to be the stock. I don't know why I even tried building up a story here. It's just going to be me, Brawler, off the top platform.
Alright, and that is the name of the game on Battlefield. Yeast going to be taking yet another game and now leading 2-1 over Deltaforce. And honestly, Skip, that game was a wash for very much of it.
It was rough. It was almost a 3-stock. I mean, Deltaforce got a stock out of there, but it ultimately did not matter.
It was a very hard-fought stock that was earned right at the end. I don't think that was you know, I've never been happier for the return of PS2. Let's go PS2.
This is the stage I wouldn't want to be on if Battlefield wasn't an option. I don't think this is a good pick either. You probably should have banned this. I mean, if there's just other stages that you just don't want to fight Brawler on, again, you know, that's your prerogative. That's how you feel. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. Well, you might be wrong. Like, PS2 is so good. The blasting up top, it's like it's so easy for him to get his combos to take the stock up there. As we can see right now, only a couple up airs, backs out of it, doesn't commit too hard.
No, definitely not. And we can still see the return of the boomerangs from Deltaforce as he is looking for them any single time that he doesn't want Beast to get too much of an advantage. He just wants to have that in the back pocket to say, oh, just so you know, I can interrupt you, by the way. You don't actually have to get anything out of it. And going all the way to the ledge in order to recover, great stuff from him, because I would not challenge Yeast either when he has that rapid jab. And actually going to be getting the scoop of the up tilt. What a great stock from Deltaforce.
Oh man, and catching that bomb while off stage as well. Very well done. Gonna be going for that forward throw though. There we go, drops the bomb on him. Dash attack. Great ledge trap. Beautifully done there from Yeast. Gonna be able to even up the stocks. However, it is gonna take a little bit of damage as we get back down to the stage. Not be able to pick up that bomb either. Oh my goodness, you're just getting bopped from one side to the other. The back throw. Okay, goes for the boomerang. The flip picks him to be able to get him back to safety, at least for a little bit.
Yeah, what a great spot dodge there from Yeast, knowing that Deltaforce definitely wanted to go for that a second time, and getting the spot dodge again, and earning himself a little bit of crucial time in order to reconfigure some of his spacing. Deltaforce, however, looking to take some of this back as quickly as possible. We do see a lot of those nairs, as you said earlier, Skiff, coming out from the link as he is finding himself on this side of the stage. Landing with the nair, though, you do have to get used to it, as Yeast not able to approach for free at the moment.
Okay, hits that nair, gets some stage control. Okay, the Z drop nair himself. Now we gotta find a way to close it out, and you don't have to worry about anything. He's just not gonna be able to recover to the ledge.
Yeah.
Yep.
No worries, not able to take the stock just yet, but a little bit of a ledge trap, having that perfect parry on the boomerang as well for Yeast, as Deltaforce is going to be going a little bit high in order to try to find some of his options. Nice grab, and having the boomerangs out once again. That is not the stock just yet for Yeast, but if Deltaforce can find some of his spacing once again, he can make some use of the rage. Not quite full rage, but
a really
not
unfortunate scenario
either.
there. Yeah, the neutral B, whenever it hits, it'll do the full move. So like, that was just a really unfortunate position for Yeast, and he got punished for that. We will get the forward smash to even up stocks here, at least for a little bit. I do think Deltaforce is going to be able to take this game, so the PS2 pick did end up working out in his favor. So, I mean, hey, you'll have to see it.
Definitely if you are Deltaforce, this is the stage change that he needed, the much needed change of pace. But if only he can get to the ground, there doesn't seem to be any place of respite right now. But catching that hero spin, and it is going to be Deltaforce to bring us to a game 5. 2-2 right now for each of them.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy too because we had nothing but 3-1s on stream this whole time. We're finally getting a game 5. We had some game 5, only one game 5 set. That was just Deltaforce versus Justin Byleth. We didn't get that on stream, unfortunately. Would have loved to see that match, but it is what it is. You know, we have time constraints here at Fusion. We got to make sure we beat.
3D commentators are unsatisfied by Game 4 sets. We need Game 5s.
Game 5s build the hype.
You are absolutely right. It builds our paychecks as well. As we are... but as we return to this Game 5, we have the boomerangs and the bomb coming out from Deltaforce, just going to be having those as tools of misdirection and not able to get anything off of the bomb, but that would have been so cool if he had. Yeast now having that S-Smash and actually going to be leading that in. Deltaforce not able to tech the landing, staying straight in Het's face like a deer in the headlights. First stock to Yeast.
Yeah, unfortunate that dash attack didn't hit, unfortunately for Yeast. Because that is another one of those moves that you kind of like, you're like, okay, they're not going to throw this move out, but when it hits, you're kind of like, oh yeah, that move hurts a lot. So it's definitely something you got to be wary of. He got blessed by the Smash Gods not being able to get caught up in it, but that was actually some great scouting from Deltaforce as well. As we take a look as things, continue to press on. We're taking another early stock, the side B suicide. Gonna be able to take that one. Oh man, that's definitely gotta feel bad for Deltaforce. Having only one stock left while Yeast has 2. He's just gotta build up enough damage to find that Thrupper kill. And that's just gonna be, you know, game over. Oh, gets the footstool. Was not able to confirm it anything. Unfortunate for him. But this actually might be the set. No! He gets to jump. He's able to jump out.
That was such a great move there from Yeast. And going for the Thrupper a second time, I hate to wonder if that was a misinput, because it didn't seem as though Deltaforce was anywhere in the vicinity of that second Thrupper. Going into the bomb, not able to get anything off of it just yet, but Deltaforce being able to keep Yeast in the air might be exactly what he wants just later. Finding some of those nairs, having the boomerangs out, absolutely wanting to make sure that Yeast doesn't get an inch to take any sort of advantage that he can, and the hero spin going to actually be landing it with the cancel, and so that he's not caught in any sort of end lag. But that bomb snipe is going to be what takes the stock. 97% on Deltaforce right now. He needs to play a very close game if he is to take this back.
I mean, that's a good start there, 31%. Read the flip jump, just was not able to get the hit into it. Tried to catch him with a second Thrupper. Was not able to find the hit that he was looking for. But again, 122. This might be a little hard to find that kill. You got to be a little more precise. This might be a neutral B kill to try and close things out. I mean, Deltaforce is not going to make it easy whatsoever.
Absolutely not. And Yeast wants to be in the center as much as possible. Having that rapid jab Mach Punch, there it is, coming out and closing the Game 5 for Yeast. That is going to be Game 5.